Hi, Tilson.
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about the spaces here at Delta Cultura and what they're used for and how they engage the children?
Yeah, basically the Education Center, it's a free and open space where children can come and feel safe, and which is the priority here. And basically it's a space that provides them a lot of educational programs that allows them to develop personally and academically. And from the programs we have computer lessons, we have school support program, we have music lessons, art lessons, language learning as well. We also have a kindergarten project that is run daily here. So there is quite a lot of range, and football as well, which started the program basically. So we have lots of educational programs in which the main goal is actually to provide them this space within these programs that they can develop at their own pace based on their own interests. They can develop as personally and academically, or even professionally in the future.
Todo dia naquela sala ali, de 8 horas para 11 horas, tem aula de informática, tem aula de pesquisa e tem hora livre. E de 2 horas para 5 horas tem também a mesma rotina, e de 11 horas para meio-dia ainda trabalha com criança na informática.
So I was working in culture area in Austria, and then when we moved to Cape Verde, I always knew that I don't want to do just business, so I want to do a social project as well. And I knew that the children love football a lot, so I decided to do a football school for small children. Yes, and this is how it started. From the beginning on, it was not my idea to get professional football players to send to Europe. That was never my objective. It was always a social project. For me, it was and still is the most important thing to have a place where the children love to come to. That's what counts for me. That's the most important thing. For me, education starts at this point. If a child doesn't like to do something, it's not education. It's something against the will of the child, and this is, for me, it's not education.
We work with around 260 kids from the community here in Tarrafal. And these kids are basically spread out within the different programs that we have. We don't set up always a limit, because we want to make sure that we are able to embrace any kid that is interested in taking part. The only thing that we make sure is that we have someone that supports them within that program. The idea within those programs is, of course, to develop their potential on it, to develop their skills, make them better on whatever they're doing, and the implementation team is responsible to work with them on that process.
6, 7, 8, 9.
We always try to work in line with the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals from UN. And basically what we do is that each month we focus on one of the goals of the SDGs, and we try to create and develop activities and events related to that specific topic. For example, one of the topics that we have worked a lot, one of the few topics are gender inequality. We work a lot with that. Climate change, we work a lot with that topics, because those are the topics that there is a lot of need for intervention here in the community.
O futebol é importante para a equipa feminina, para Modi é desporto que é usado só para o lado masculino, luta trabalho o objetivo de milênio, nomeadamente igualdade de gênero. Então nós aqui lá para mostrar que o desporto pode ser praticado tanto para homem como para mulher, até porque é uma forma de ter corpo saudável.
Nós estamos nesse espaço, está a implementar 2 projetos que estão em andamento. Nós temos aquela parte ali que é parte de viveiro, que nós fazemos produção de árvores frutíferas, para no planta ali e distribui para a comunidade, para pessoas que têm interesse nessas casas. O objetivo principal desse projeto é produzir durante um ano 1000 de árvores ou mais, e mínimo 1000, e distribui para a população em geral e fazer plantação mesmo ali na Delta.
Continue giving them a chance to have this place here where they feel safe and where they can develop their talents. And for my personal idea is I'm far from what I really want to do. You know that you always depend on funders, and to a certain way you have to do it the way the funders ask you to do. But thanks to an art auction we have in Austria, we're doing it since 10 years every year. So this was getting bigger and bigger, and so thanks to this art auction, I'm more free now. It gives us the liberty to do the way we want to. And what I'm working on at the moment is to do a public school, of course free of charge, but so we can realize our ideas of education, because the way it is now, we do realize a part of it, but not all of it. And for me, education is the way out of poverty. But it's fast to say, but you have to think well of how this education has to be.